Hunting After Dark is sponsored by Feral Texas Outdoors, Thermal and Night Vision Optics.
Hey guys, it's Jason Price here with the Hunting After Dark podcast and my co-host Justin Rumley, as always, partner in crime over here, but I don't know if he's actually my true partner in crime because I have my wife Jessica Price here sitting next to me, making sure that I'm behaving today.
Yeah, I can't do nothing crazy.
Yeah, we wanted to come on because she says that we're not giving her enough love, that she actually does work here at the store. So I've been getting in trouble, so I've been put into the what do you call it, the timeout corner, the naughty corner, the hot seat, whatever you want to call it.
Make some moves.
And I thought it was a special day today because today is Jessica and it is our 10-year wedding anniversary today.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
So I said, well, it's a special day. I'll let you come on.
He's still alive.
For the day. It ain't got made it tonight. It cut your throat and bury you with Hamlet back there.
It's all right. I'll stab you later.
We got proof here on video, so we can got the evidence already.
Oh man, Jessica, you better be careful. I'll go full tilt. I ain't scared. We'll take you turn to see how red you can turn here in front of all these cameras.
You know that's how we met. You know. Yeah, talking to me like that on the river.
Nobody really wants to hear a love story or anything like that, but I'll tell one real quick. Jessica and I did meet floating the Kamal down in New Braunfels, so we were floating the river, and she asked one of my buddies to take a picture of her, and he said,
not me and my girlfriends. Let's keep.
hey, they need the shorter bridge version. If you tell the story, we'll be here 30 minutes. But one of my buddies I was one of the only single ones in our bachelor party, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna help Jason out." So he's like, "Nah, I ain't good at taking pictures." So he hands the phone to me, and hands the phone back to Jessica actually, and then comes over to me and asks if I could take her picture, and I said, "What do I look like, your slave?" And just to see what her reaction would be, if she had a good sense of humor, or if she's like, "Oh, this guy's an asshole, I'm getting out of here."
Hell yeah!
She laughed it off and forced the phone in my face. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I already gave her the rejection, and she's still going for it. It's like, "Oh well, let's see how this goes." Yes, ma'am, I will take your picture. And so I did take her photo, her and all her friends. She was the only single one floating down the river with her friends. So us two single people were stuck together. You know how it is. It's the typical Kamal where you're all stuck together with like 60 people, and you ain't getting ahead and behind or anything else. You're just all going together. So I swam next to her and peed on her for the next hour.
I was gonna say,
floating the river.
They're notorious for pissing.
Yeah, and I figured it was meant to be. Yeah, I thought she was going to drown one time.
Oh my God, no, I was not drowning.
Yeah, one of her friends came by and undid her top, and she went down in the water. I thought she was drowning.
I was trying to tie it.
She was trying to get her titties covered back up. So I was more than obliged to help her get her ass back into her tube, and so it was just meant to be.
He was trying to go downstream to get me while his friend was going upstream. Chris, Chris both thought I was drowning.
It don't matter.
And so,
Yeah, it's part of
that's what I claimed.
But you're out here both in one piece, so
yeah. We made it down, but all that drinking and running down the river, I had to actually remember her phone number. I could not tell you the last time I had to actually remember a phone number. Yeah, that was probably the last time. And everything in the digital age, I had to remember her phone number to give her a call. And it wasn't that bad, guys. I went to church with her the next day.
Yeah, he stalked me at church.
We went to the same church. It was one of the big mega churches. You never see all the same people.
Okay.
Yeah, those of you in San Antonio, it's CBC. So he stalked me at the church.
He found you out of 1,000 people. He made his way through, and
they had
there
like
she
6
is.
services.
Yeah. She was half naked one day, and the next day she's like covered like a Mormon all the way up to the wrist and ankles all the way down.
I'll
be honest, I almost didn't recognize him because he was
dressed up.
Yeah, he had clothes on.
He had his Skechers on.
Yeah.
I wasn't half drunk running down the river with a fishing shirt on.
That's right.
So
cleaned up, ready to go.
That was how we met. And we have 2 beautiful children, and then we have 2 stepchildren. So we got a nice big blended family.
You have 2 stepchildren. I don't have 2 stepchildren.
I don't know. I haven't told you everything yet.
Jesus.
It might be a total of 6. Instead of 4, but.
But no. My stepdaughter is 24, and her. What? She 25 now? Oh, I don't know. I lost count. What?
Yeah, she just had her 25th birthday.
Whatever. She just had it last month. I still want to call her 24. She's 25 now. 25 and a smart ass. And But no, real close, good close with Samantha. And Samantha and her fiance, Thomas, are getting married in September. And that kind of transitions us, Justin and I kind of talking about this to our family, is we are going to be starting, or we are not going to be starting, my stepbrother and her husband, Thomas, Samantha and Thomas will be starting Farrell, Texas Armory. Here we have a new store location that is going in here. We are going to get out of this location. We've outgrown here. And we are going to be just down the road here, still in Holland. So centrally located here in Texas, 2 hours from everything. We'll have a larger store, and then they're going to have Farrell, Texas Armory connected right next to us, where he's going to be doing guns and suppressors and maybe some day optic stuff. If he doesn't have any room for the daytime optics, I might have him over on our side. And that is going to be our future plans here. Looking in the fall, they're starting to finalize everything and start construction here next month for us. And that's what we're really excited about, is that we have new announcements for new store, new beginnings. Our family kind of coming on. Of course, Justin's with us. I'm not going to.
Hell, everybody thinks I'm a kid with you.
Yeah, he thinks you're my son. Everyone thinks Justin.
Yeah, they walk in and be like, is that your dad? Is that your mom? Yeah. Hell no, that's not my parent. I'm working here. As I said, they're like, oh, my bad. I'm like, yeah, you're bad. I was say, I don't think we look anything alike, but
no.
They're just like, yeah, is that your mom and dad? You work for your parents? I'm like, no, absolutely not.
But yeah, it's going to be new, exciting things. We're pretty packed over here with all three of us here full time, and then with Thomas and Samantha coming on board working with us on their side, on their venture. They're going to be pretty busy, and we're running back and forth. But a lot of exciting new things, expanding things. We try to have everything out here on the show floor as much as we can, and sometimes we can't have everything out. So it would be nice to have more room, bring more things on for night hunting. And that's going to be a big deal for us. And we wanted to have it to where people come in. I mean, that's a big thing, is we wanted to have a nice big lounge area where guys can come in and sit down and BS, come talk with us, tell us what's working, what's not working,
Yeah, I mean, have everything just laid out. Like you said, we got most of the stuff here out front, so when you walk in, you can see everything. But we do have a lot in the back to where you can't see it. So
yeah,
if you walk in and there's something that you don't see right away, but we probably sell it, just ask, because we more than likely got it in the back between all the Jason's contraptions and things back there, and then all the batteries and parts and pieces that we have in the back as well. I mean, we more than likely got what you're looking for. It's just we probably don't have the shelf space out front to have it out there. So always ask.
Yeah, so it's like, we wanted to have our own dedicated podcast area that's out of the way. We're in the middle of everyone's stuff, and have more room to do that. Have more guests, have more people on. It's kind of hard for us to kind of get people in here sometimes and be able to work that out, that, we're having to break things down with customers walking in the door sometimes. So we're trying to get better about that, and the podcast doing that. And maybe old Ben will come help us.
Yeah, I know he's watching here. I was looking at the comments.
Yeah, maybe Ben
Cast and Blast, they're watching. So maybe he can come show us a little tips and tricks on getting the podcast set up efficiently. Hell, we walked in there, what was that, 2 nights ago, right? And hell, he had it all laid out. He was ready to roll, man. I was like, God dang, we ain't used to this. We're used to scattering last minute, throwing everything together and making it happen. But now Ben,
he did
give him props, man.
He did hot boxes pretty good in there, though.
That's all right, though. That's part of it. You got to take a little to give a little. But
if anybody watched me on that podcast, I'm sitting there pounding drinks in there.
But
I was probably more flushed, probably from the alcohol I drank so quick in an hour than probably the room being hot.
Yeah, but now maybe he can come give us some tips and tricks. Go get us all set up there in our podcast room, and hell, he can always come by, use it as well. But even though it's probably about a 45-minute ride for him, but
just do
make it all happen.
On his way out to the ranch, and he can come by.
Planning one big trip. That's right.
I'll just be happy to get this out of the showroom.
Yeah, she don't like Jessica.
She don't
like
the
all
mess.
The stuff in here.
I mean, it ain't really a mess. You just can't look at it. Don't look. Just don't look, and then you'll be all right.
I told Justin we'll have the whole shipping room. He can go have him a whole couch, basketball goal, whatever he wants in there. I said he can have his own space, not be working out of the closet anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking that back there, and then they'll be like, "Hey, Ben said that they're replacing his AC today, so
he'll be ready. He was ready to go.
That means we can come back next week and do another one." And we'll remake the episode or remake that.
Yeah, we did a podcast over at the Cast and Blast Outfitters over there with those guys. And I believe Facebook is Cast and Blast Outfitters, but it's Cast and Blast Podcast on YouTube. So I want to make sure I say that right.
And we just posted it about maybe
this morning, wasn't it?
30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago.
Ben and Jimmy and then Robert joined on with them. They're pretty good guys. We had a little bit of fun over there. hanging out with those guys. They're local to us, and they're good guys over there. So
absolutely.
We've
good
had a little fun. Justin and I over there took over.
Yeah, pretty much. Right.
Over there had a good old time. But no, so lots of new things and changes here for us. Of course, my wife says I don't give enough credit, but my wife is behind the scenes. So whenever you want a deal and you don't get that deal, it is all her fault.
No, that's not
what you need
true.
to call and ask for. If you ask for a deal, the email says no or a message says no, just call customer service line. She'll get you
it may
set
say
up,
Jason
tell you
on
why.
the email, but it's her in there just talking trash to you. No. She's all professional about the emails and the phone calls. Now, social media, if you get some trash talking on social media.
That is me. That is me.
She ain't guilty. She ain't gonna hide from it.
You want to get her
She ain't
worked
gonna hide
up
from
10,
it.
12, 10 o'clock, midnight. I'll wake up in the morning and there's all these comments and like, what's going on? She's over there talking trash on
She's
there.
like, I was up at 2 a.m., having a keyboard warrior fight with these guys
With
that
these
are probably
with
just...
these trolls on there. So my wife's
He
sitting there.
deletes my comments, and he's like,
yeah.
Jessica, come here now. I told you not to comment on this. I'm like, I don't
Why?
care.
She gets mad. She's fiery, guys. I'll tell you. You better look out. It's like if somebody gets their feelings hurt, I swear it was not me. It was not me. It was all Jessica getting all worked up. I was like, that's not what he meant. Calm down.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, she'll get all worked up. And
it's probably
she'll
these
light your ass.
it's
She'll
probably
light your ass on
these
fire.
dudes sitting up in some shack naked, sitting in their chair, playing. I'm gonna come and
All
I'm
these
gonna piss
people in like Europe that
I'm
don't
gonna
even
piss
hunt
this guy
hogs.
off.
Yeah, the Europeans, I don't think get it at all.
They're
They
the worst.
They think that we're out there shooting pigs. That it's like some trophy elk that we're shooting. I'm like, no, this is like me killing mice.
I shoot them in the
cockroach.
ass for a reason.
Oh yeah,
just for fun.
one of your videos is about to make it onto a review video.
Oh, yeah. We'll see how many
your ass
comments we get.
Your ass explosion. But the thing is, that pig dead.
Yeah,
Dead.
I should have took a picture
Texas,
of where that.
well, the Texas heart shot, what everybody likes to say.
Yeah, I said I should have took a picture up close because I shit you not, that bullet went right between the cheeks and and it went straight in. I don't even know if it came out, but it tore that pig up. It hit the soft spot and that was
like,
it.
he was destroyed. He was on the ground. It's like, talking about shoulder shots. No, just give him straight ass shot. Take
That's
a bullet,
it.
just go
That's it.
straight up through the cavity, and then they're dead.
Yeah, that's why
It goes
people
up,
are like,
hits the spine, or
yeah, people are like, you lined up. I said, I'm gonna shoot this pig wherever he's facing. I mean, I really don't care if
gonna get it
he's
in the
looking at
face,
me or
he's gonna get it in the
looking
ass.
away from me, sideways. It don't matter. I'm gonna put the bullet wherever I can get.
well, because that's the thing. You think about the pigs. I mean, when they're sitting there and they're looking at you straight on. I
Yeah.
mean, the majority of the time, everyone snouts them because they're always got the head down. I mean, they're very, very rarely, and that's why some people you'll hear like whistle or yell. They try to get them to lift their head up so that you can get more exposure here.
Yeah.
But for the most part, their nose is always down. So their nose and head going down is protecting their whole chest. All you got is legs and snout. And so unless you catch them right up there, up high, that target is that big to hit them and make a kill shot on when they're looking straight at you, unless you can get straight open in the chest.
Yeah, I
and so
agree.
majority of people will, and I've done it plenty of times, just shot them in the snout. Not on purpose, but that's what they have fully exposed. And so you catch them in the mouth, they turn sideways, and then they're running. They're out of there. And so, I'd almost rather shoot them in the ass, just because I know it's a deadlier shot. It's a bigger target. You're gonna hit them. And the thing is, sometimes if you don't hit them quite right, they're gonna drop ass. They're gonna turn sideways. You're gonna get another shot.
They're gonna throw that head up and then boom, that's it.
Guys, we're looking at eradication. And that's what we're doing here. We're eradicating.
Yeah, we're not. These ain't no damn show
I'm gonna tell you,
pigs.
if
We
one
ain't
of these
hanging 'em on the wall.
landowners, if these landowners saw any of this footage to where like they should have shot that pig, they should have killed that pig, they should have shot that. Now that they're not doing their job, I don't want them on my property. That is what we are dealing with. Is you have landowners, is ranchers and farmers. They want you to put a bullet in that pig. Does not matter.
And
where.
it doesn't matter how many bullets.
No, it doesn't matter how many bullets.
That's
They'd
right.
rather you out there spray them bullets and hope that hits something for the fact that they want to make sure those pigs are gone.
Yeah, they don't give a shit what happens. They just, whether you put one bullet or 5 bullets in them, as long as you at least got one.
Yeah,
in them,
they
they'll
don't.
be
They don't
happy
care
with it.
how sporting you are about it, and that's that's why we run an AR a lot of the time. Myself, it's just because I know I'm going to run up on multiple ones, and we got to get these pigs shot, and we got to get them moving out of here. And we'll work down a whole group. It may take us a little bit, but we'll work off a whole group and get them down. It's like we start with the sows, the big ones that are leading that group, the smart ones in that group. Just shoot that lead sow, work our way down. The boars sometimes, unless they're real big, we may shoot them, but for the most part, you get the breeders. Because the boars, they'll bust off alone on their own, and you'll catch them one night screwing up, just for their chasing foot or chasing puss running around different places, and you're gonna catch them slipping up, looking for something, looking for food.
They can't resist.
Looking for something, and you're gonna catch them later, no matter what. But the biggest ones doing damage is those sows coming in with a bunch of piglets, or they're coming in with some shoats that are about knee high that can still do some damage. Hamlet of our house, he's about shoat size right now, so that's about 6 months. Kind of got all them that 6 to 9 months. That boy,
he's fixing to get a wild hair and start chasing some himself down there.
Yeah. Well, he took off the other night.
Yeah, he got a whiff of something.
So people that don't know, we caught a wild pig. Justin and I did one night. That video we need to get up to on the review footage on that. But I caught a wild piglet just barely off the teat. Well, he wasn't off the teat. I mean, he probably just umbilical cord probably just fell off. We caught him real young, and now he's over 6 months old.
Yeah,
he's getting big and fat. That fool eats nothing but dog food.
Around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he won't eat corn. I'll put corn on the ground. He'll leave it. He'll go eat the dog food. Yeah, he'll eat the dog food. Oh, but I will tell you one story. So I got him in the back. I need to go dump him. So I need to go bait a spot. So I've got a bunch of crap in the back of my Bronco that I need to get rid of. So Easter, we tried these, moonshine pickles or whatever. So it was like infused. They were nasty as crap. Samantha and I were trying to eat them, and Thomas, and it was like, these are just god awful. That who knows if these things have gone bad. So I had him in the back, and Hamlet would not leave me alone last night. So I'm in the back of the Bronco. I was like, screw it. So I take that jar and I screwed out the lid and I grabbed one. I gave it to him. He friggin' loved it.
Oh,
he loved that pickle. He didn't eat the pickle?
No.
Well, he was all about it whenever I walked away.
He's probably more about the moonshine than the pickle.
No, how about that? You want a drunk pig? We're about to get a drunk pig. We can start massaging him. You'll get him all
it's
good.
Like people get high with their cats. Now I get drunk with my pig.
We're going to get him nice good.
He probably gnawed on it for a little while, but the pickle was in the driveway.
Got to find other ways to get him drunk now.
I'm sure put a bottle of tequila in a bottle for him and let him drink it. It'll be good.
And then we'll slaughter him and we'll have him for Christmas.
No.
That'd be good.
We'll take good care of him. We'll give him some barley. We'll go get some barley from
How can you eat something that literally when you pet him,
a beer,
he rolls over for you to pet his belly?
He does that for you. He don't like anybody else.
He don't like you.
Whatever. He does
only
it
likes
for you. Too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I bet you go do that right now. That pig's tan. He's gray right now.
He is so muddy.
It's been raining here, so he has been all in the mud.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
and he smells.
He smells like a little boar pig. You go take him a vet and go get him.
Hey, I've never smelled a pig that smells good.
Yeah, she needs to get him fixed.
And
no, it's because the mud, he's just covered in it.
Yeah, but.
So new things coming here for Feral Texas Outdoors, and in Hunting After Dark, we have Hunting After Dark TV. We do have, if you don't have the Pursuit channel there, because most people are cord cutters these days, Pursuit Up app, you can download it for free, and you can watch episodes for free. It does alphabetical under the hunting tab. You go down, Hunting After Dark. There's 2 episodes. They should have the 3rd one up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And they'll slowly be up and up. We are just getting editing our 7th episode right now, so there's 6 already up, so we'll get that 7th one up, but it takes a little while for those. The way they do that, it's kind of like a 90-day offset from when we post. So like episode 7 won't be up there on Pursuit Up app for about 90 days.
Yeah.
And so, it's just
it is what it is.
That's kind of how they do it.
Take your time.
But yeah, we have a blast here, Hunting After Dark. We pretty much just we don't claim to be professionals. I don't think there's anything we've claimed to be a professional at, but we go out there. Show's about getting out there with your buddies, going out there with your friends, having a good time, helping landowners out, and we're not sitting there sponsored saying this is the best gun ever, this is the best thermal ever, this is the best whatever. I mean, there's things, of course, we like to use.
I mean, there's a ton of good units out there, and one's not better than the other. May have different features than the other, but aside from that, image quality, rangefinder, all that stuff, they're still going to be very comparable. So that we like both. If I really had to pick, it'd be hard.
Yeah, we sit there and run with kind of whatever we want to do. We're not sitting there having to be, Hunting After Dark sponsored by this one particular brand, and we got to use this brand. You use one dry pod, I use a different one. It's like we don't want to get over there where someone is telling us what we have to use.
Bolt action, I've been mixing up ammo type. I've been using some Barnes, and you use Hornady. I mean, it gets all the way down to the bullets we're shooting. We mix it all the way up.
I mean, because that's what's real, guys, is that, not everybody's using the same stuff all the time. This is the best. This
different
is
colors.
Different things, different situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the color.
Well, we are pretty biased on the call, but I have been mixing it up a little bit lately, playing around.
Yeah.
Just having some fun with it, just to see if I could do it. Try to challenge myself.
Change it up. I mean, give you something different to look forward to.
Yeah, see if I can do it running that turtle box.
Yeah,
which they need to they need to give us a call back. You need to submit for that dealer paperwork.
They're probably like, no, hell no.
No, he's all killing stuff for this turtle box. Killing stuff for the turtle box
like,
now.
I'm good. We'll block this guy. Dude's weird.
I'm gonna start. I start doing that, putting 2 hoots together and see what happens.
Yeah, 2 hoots, man. I don't. They are what they are. They got a good drink, and yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Their marketing's horrible, though.
Yeah, the drink, phenomenal. Past that, I ain't going.
Distribution and marketing. Yeah, we're trying to get that alcohol sponsorship.
It's a typical Austin
But you can find
company.
it in HEB now.
Yeah, they've been in HEB, but problem
the
is,
other night we were running around clean.
Yeah, you can't find it anywhere else. I mean, guys takes care of us.
To find
here.
it at a gas station. Yeah,
we're spoiled here.
Yeah, our local gas station literally stocks our drink of choice over here at the gas station.
Yeah, so that's got us spoiled. And then once we leave out of Holland, we're like, damn, where are we going to get this at? We literally went to Specs and Twin Liquors and nothing.
It's in Belton HEB. I know it's there.
Yeah, I know they have it in Taylor HEB. So I think that's starting to be
HEB knows how to take care of people, guys.
But anywhere else, you walk into a gas station, you may or may not get lucky. You know, it's just you're either going to be really pissed off or really happy.
Well, get used to drinking it, and that Twisted Tea just doesn't taste the same.
No, it don't even compare to Twisted Tea. It's just 2 hoots is so much smoother. To me, it's less carbonated.
Don't get us wrong. We'll drink beer every once in a while, but the thing is, me getting a little older, I don't know. I just get so bloated from a beer. I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I'll drink an IPA and that'd be about it, and just can't do it anymore. So yeah, I've had to switch up my drink of choice. Or I mean, I could drink hard liquor all the time, but I don't think y'all'd like me very much. There'd be just be wasted everywhere.
That's my problem. Is
well, we can just get a bottle of wine.
Get a bottle of wine.
That's about as equivalent to drinking 2 hoots.
Mm-hmm.
Take your man card away.
Yeah, we'll let you drink a bottle of wine tonight.
We'll have to just get the damn Crown and Dr. Pepper out, and we'll talk here for 3 days straight.
Dr. Pepper.
It's so good. Sometimes Sprite, if I'm feeling frisky, we'll get the Sprite out.
Gross.
And it's not bad. It's pretty good. And then I can wake up the next day and I'm ready to roll. And that's what I like about it. I don't know. I finally found a drink that don't fuck me up, and next day I'm worthless. It's pretty good. We'll have to get you some Crown Apple and Dr. Pepper and let you experience that.
The next podcast is going to be...
Mixed drinks episode.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you can do it. I mean...
we're going to have blind taste testers. We're going to bring people in off the street and be like, here, you need to taste this.
Yeah, I was like, you can't, we'll go out to eat in Cheyenne, be with Cheyenne, and she's like, what are you going to drink? I said, they got goddamn Crown up there. That's what I'm going to drink. And they'll be like, well, you want a single or double? And she's like, double. I'm like, why are you answering for me? I was like,
well, you know why she's answering. She wants...
Yeah, more than likely, but...
Wants to deal with you?
Yeah, I know.
Or wants a pickle tickle. What are we trying to say here?
Probably both. Probably both, but I'm like, God damn. I was like, well, I guess we'll start with a double, and it stays double throughout the night. The next thing you know, you're pretty tore up, but hey, it's always a good time.
I don't know. I always see you drink a margarita, though, when we're together.
Hey, you can't go wrong with the strawberry margarita.
But we're always at a Mexican restaurant, though.
That's like the special. Like, we went to Mi Pueblo last night after a softball game, and God damn, their strawberry margaritas.
We weren't invited?
This was at like 9:45. I think
he knows we were in bed.
Probably tucked in bed at that time. Yeah, the game went up. They ended, and I'm like, damn, what's open in Belton at 9:45? And look, Mi Pueblo or Nami's. I was like, fuck Nami's. I'm going to Mi Pueblo.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mi Pueblo was like, yeah, we're gonna sponsor you. I'd be like, yep. I'd be all about it. I'd be saying that is the best Mexican food.
This is gonna be the last food story. Then we'll move on. But so Johnny Ray was with us last night. You've seen that.
We'll go to him.
And he kept talking about a burger at a Mexican restaurant. Well, he ordered a burger at a Mexican restaurant. And, dude, the Mi Pueblo burger, that damn thing looked good. Okay, so I'll leave it. So,
I have seen it. It does look
so
good.
they have a brand that they stamp the bun with that says Mi Pueblo. And, it comes out on, a charcuterie board tray, a wooden tray.
Stepping it up over
and they have the fries in a back. It looked good. He said it was damn good. And I'm like, I might have to get that next time. It was fancy, looked good, and he said it was one of the best burgers he's had. And then the lady, our waitress, she's like, yeah, everybody comes in they all, most of them order a burger. She's like, but a lot of them they'll put ham and avocado on it. And so they'll make you this burger however you want.
Mexican style burger.
Yeah, and she was like, people love that. That's probably our most popular like burger style that we sell. And so next time I'm going to meet Puebla, that might be what I'm getting just to try it and see if it's really all the hype. But that they were all about it. You know, even like the waitress, the waiters, they were all talking about it. And when it came out the way it did, I was like, that's impressive.
Yeah, so everyone in Central Texas is a good place to go eat over here. But yeah, sorry guys, we got a little off topic on things, and we're going to try to get back to things. So there was a show, or there's currently a show going on right now and this weekend, announcing some new products. I believe the new product announcements were with IRIOSA and Knockpicks, and then with AGM. Mm-hmm. So some of these items we may or may not have already.
Yeah, we won't tell nobody
that we are field testing. We do not have anything to sell, except for I think one item will be available next week. So we're going to kind of go over a couple things. So we're trying to keep ourselves out of trouble because we got to find ways to get product and get stuff and get out there and field test. Infra Outdoor,
this is always a fun.
Infra Outdoor is gone, guys, if you want to know. Everything's transitioning over to Knockpicks.
Well, the hybrid had the Infra Outdoor label on it.
Yeah, but it will be labeled Knockpicks. By the time it gets to consumers, just know Infra Outdoor is gone, guys. So everything is Knockpicks. So no confusion here. This is what's going on. Already been told. This is what's going to happen. So anything you're looking for Infra Outdoor going forward will be called Knockpicks.
Yeah, all across the board.
Now I said it. It's there. It's all out into the world. There it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's no hidden secret. Hell, we get the people who are like, well, I want an IRA. I want an Infra. I want a Knockpicks. I was like, well, you want the same thing.
Yeah, it's all the same
thing. And then they're like, what? What do you mean? I was like, dude, they're all the same thing. It's eventually just going to be Knockpicks.
This new brand.
That's all
everything's transitioning to Knockpicks. And that will be the Rico 2, and they're doing a 75 millimeter 640 with a 4-base mag.
Yep.
And then they are doing a 1280 Rico 2, a 75 millimeter sensor with a, what was it, 3?
It's a 3-base.
3-base mag.
It's finally what everybody been wanting.
Yeah, 3-base mag.
Yeah, and they're literally going to look exactly like the RH50R model.
Based off that housing.
Yeah, everything, the rangefinder, the way the magnification, all that stuff works, it's literally going to be the exact same setup. There's nothing going to be really different.
Yeah, I mean, they use that rotary encoder, the scroll wheel that's on those the Mark IIs, which are now Rico 2 on the Knockpick side. So you'll even look on the app. Everything's already on there already, guys. So you can use that app for everything. Even your old Infra Outdoor stuff is now still being able to be used under Knockpicks.
Yeah, you'll start seeing more and more of that. But just know that product is probably not going to be available for a good while. You know, even right now, we're fighting the S60R battle. Everybody wants the 1280 and the tube style with the ocular magnifier, rangefinder, all that good stuff. But we can't get our hands on any because they don't have any. So it's just a waiting game.
With your tariff situation right now, so you're going to see a big delay from stuff coming over from China. So that's going to take, months to kind of sort out. Even if they had tariffs clear today,
it's still going to take a while.
Yeah, you're still looking at a minimum of 30 days, but that's if they even manufactured enough. So, be patient that if you are looking at those. We're not even taking pre-orders. We're not even putting anything on the website because I just don't see the point in the hype to get you all worked up and tease you like that. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's like the commercial.
We don't even have pricing on anything. Yeah. Additionally, heard very minimal. I think it's a prototype. They don't even have it, I think, officially working as a new hybrid, compact hybrid. That they did show at the show, but from what we understand is that it is potentially supposed to be, this is, prototype type stuff because, like you said, it didn't even have the right labeling on it from what we saw on social media, a 10 micron unit.
Yeah.
10 micron sensor on those hybrids, and that's supposed to be kind of launching into some new territory for them. That's if that did get into that product, but that was what the rumored thing was to be, was that spec may be what's going to be coming out for it here. We should get a little more information here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I mean, new technology is evolving. They're getting more detailed with the guts inside these units. So it'll be interesting to see what that's all about when it becomes available. But like I said, again, just remember it's going to be a while before you see any prototypes, any footage, any of that available to the consumer. Just because it's NRA show is the first time anybody's hearing about it. So that should tell you everything you need to know about any of that product being available anytime soon.
Probably fall.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it's not available until after SHOT Show in January.
Even then too.
And if we do have things, we'll be at Texas Trophy Hunter shows. Guys that are here in Texas, we'll be traveling around here in August for all the Texas Trophy Hunter shows.
Yeah.
They're doing Fort Worth or Dallas this year. Fort Worth, right?
Houston, the August series is going to stay the same. We'll be Houston first weekend. Fort Worth the second weekend, San Antonio the third weekend, and then I think they have that kicker that's usually, what was that? That was in January
or something like that.
That one was in Dallas at the Kay Bailey.
But we'll be at all the shows with all the new products and things. If you want to see this, or come down and see us and see all the new products. We're going to be doing reviews with everything. One of the units that we are definitely going to be testing here, and I'm going to let Jessica grab it, is we do have the Rattler V3. We didn't even put the mount on it yet. I need to go sight it in today. The Rattler in the V3 has a built-in laser rangefinder. So Jessica is going to be our little Vanna White for older folks.
You can see it. You're all good.
So built-in laser rangefinder into the front bell. It is a 50 millimeter 640 in the V3. That is the first iteration they're going to do in version 3. I did see a prototype version of the 35, which is going to kind of look about the same overall profile of this, so they can do the built-in LRF and still have the 35 millimeter sensor. So it's going to look kind of similar, pretty much exactly to this model and housing. Even though this is a 50, their 35, I think, will just look the same way, just sized down.
Yeah.
So that's what your V3s are going to look like here in the future, having integrated laser rangefinder with ballistic calculator. This V3 in the 5640 is a 3.5 base mag. Were we $47.95? What was the final pricing?
I think that was...
Sounds about right. Here, we'll find out.
Yeah, it's on the website.
Let's see here.
Yeah, so
I won't tell you a lie. I don't want to make on podcast specials or anything.
Yeah, so I try to make sure exactly, because if you're looking for a 50 millimeter 640 with an integrated laser rangefinder, this will be the cheapest
$44.95.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, damn, even cheaper than I thought.
I was going to say that's cheaper than
because that was initially was going to be a little higher, and now it's going to be lower. So $44.95. So
yeah, that's a steal deal there.
Yeah, I mean a 50 millimeter 640 for $4,500.
Built-in rangefinder, built-in ballistics. I mean, even it's got the HD display like the Adder V2s do. I mean, it's all fancy.
It's the Adder V2 5640. That's $47.95.
That's correct. Yeah,
that's why I got it all screwed up, because it's the scope style is just a little bit more, guys.
Yeah, but with the battery system and that Rattler V3, I guarantee you, competitiveness with battery, the internal battery and the 18650 on the Adder V2s versus this one, it's going to be a tight race on how long the battery. I would say
the cartridge style battery, which just you can pop that out and show that the cartridge style battery. They'll give you 2 of them, so you just take one with you and pop that sucker in and go. But if you're looking for something more compact, it does include American Defense mount. We did not put it on. It is a single lever, so we do guys.
That's always a magic question.
Dual and single. It will be a single lever. Jessica can pull it out if she wants to there, but. It will have the Ultra HD display, so it will be a 2560 by 2560 display on this unit. So you are changing from Rattler V2 to the 10, where we were traditionally 1024. Now you are the Ultra HD display that is in the Adders will also now be in the Rattler V3. So there's your American Defense mount single lever that will be on this unit. I'll just leave it out. We're going to be putting that on pretty soon. Nice ribbed focus ring here in the front.
So they changed it from the V2 Rattler. So this is the Adder.
A little heavier.
It's a little smoother, I think, compared.
On the focus ring.
I mean, the focus ring, it was good on the V2s, but it was just like some big humps. Mm-hmm. This one's a lot more smoother and finer. And
if you got gloves, guys, that's going to work.
But this is just like the Adder, so they changed that out.
And you didn't like that they adjusted the button layout a little bit.
But
they changed just where the pallets were. That was it. Because they have a laser rangefinder button that you can press on there, and they just moved over the pallets to go through the main menu button. Mm-hmm. But it still is an inline menu, so nothing super complicated on here.
They're still very simple units.
Yeah, I mean it's a 4-button operation for the most part outside of the power button. But it is, like I said, 3.5 base magnification. But think about that: you're 3.5 base magnification, but a 2560 display, so a huge display. So 3.5 base, like even with the 5640 and the Adder, which is the exact same thing. So just know, Adder and V3 are on the same level. V2s are not on the same level. Those are older sensors. These are the newer sensors. This one is a 15 millikelvin sensor, just like your Adder V2. They are the same thing, just in a different body style. They operate the same. They have the same capabilities. Just if you want something a little more compact, and going with this unit, I think it was the point I was going to make. Making up close shots with 3.5 base mag. Nice wide
definitely
field.
doable.
Yeah. We were shooting stuff at 40 yards.
Yeah.
No problem. But also making longer range shots as well. So don't let the 3.5 base mag scare you. That's not an issue here at all.
Yeah.
It was not an issue where I ever felt like we were ever too zoomed in on things. 4 gets to be interesting sometimes, but
3.5 is going to be
wasn't
kind of
bad at all.
Good magnification or base magnification point. So it won't be
with that
too
huge
much
display on there, it was nothing. That was an awesome deal. So AGM is launching this unit. They will actually be available next week. So we should be getting those units start to filter in next week, along with the Taipan 320, and they will be launching a new Taipan 256.
Yeah.
I just don't have the final pricing on what the Taipan 256 units are going to be. I know the 320 was going to be an $800 handheld.
Yeah, it's going to be a steal deal on the market.
With a focus ring. That is pivotal, guys. When you look at handhelds and you want to, I want a cheap, affordable handheld, there's a lot of them out there that are affordable, but infinity focus.
700?
It's 700. Yep. So sorry. We're all getting these finalized prices, so we've got other price ones that are on our head, so I apologize. But $700 focus ring. It's in 320 resolution.
It's going to be a steal deal.
And focus ring is pivotal for near and far targets. And what happens with infinity focus is the edges are blurry on your target image. Contrast, if the surroundings are fine, but your actual target. So that's where those focus rings come into play. So I said this will be the handheld to have if you were looking for a cheap, affordable handheld.
But you still get a good quality. Runs off 18650 battery, so something easy that you can swap and still have a good battery.
I don't know what the 256 ones are going to be. If they're going to be like $400 or $500, but for me, I'm just going to be like, guys, just go with the 320.
Yeah, get you something worth. Spend a couple $100 more.
If it's $200-$300 more, you're just going to get so much better. They'll run an 18650. So you'll look at 18650 batteries. Those are supposed to be available also with the shipment of the V3s. So those will be available next week as well. So they will have one new handheld, kind of like one high end, one low end.
Yeah.
So you will have those available next week. So you will have something that you can get, and they come out of Vietnam. So we're not dealing with any China tariff issues, like we are with some of our other products. So just know that these will be flowing and will keep coming on throughout the summer, as they're building up their inventory to launch these new products. And so that'll be something excited that you will be able to kind of get your hands on right away if you are looking for an upgrade.
And we have the Rattler 5640 V3 already on the website. And we also have the Taipan 320 already on the website for pre-orders.
So as soon as we get those, we'll be
I think we got some orders for some already.
Yep.
Yeah, I took a phone call yesterday. Dude was wanting the 320 and had another guy interested in a Rattler V3. So the interest is out there. People already know that it's going to be a good quality, especially just seeing the Adder V2 footage, knowing that it's comparable to that. And, people love it.
Yeah, and I'm going to put up that Adder V2 5640 footage now. I was working on it yesterday, so I sat up here last night and shot the review video for it, so I will get that posted up today. People have to forgive me that you and I just get spoiled running Bow Bros. Even though there's nothing wrong with American Defense, I keep having to say that it comes with American Defense. It works just so much better on an AR for me, but then you and I popping things off and running back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know.
Makes it so convenient. I
blame you for making me for using the Bow Bro. I was like, hey, that's what I like because I like how. Nothing wrong with the American Defense, but it's got that offset.
What happens is you and I have to adjust the latches, handing it. Like Justin could sit there and have profile B saved on his rifle, and I have profile A saved in that same scope. And we can see where our stuff is on our rails, and we do not have to adjust the latch on a Bow Bro because it's heavy-duty spring system that it has, and the tension system.
We just set it and lock it and done.
I'm like, here, put it on your gun. He'll be zeroed. He can take it, hand it to me, and I'll be zeroed. With American Defense, you have to adjust those latches sometimes for your Picatinis. And that's the only reason we use Bow Pro. It's just because sometimes I need to run something, he needs to run something.
Yeah.
And it was just convenient for us, and then we're lazy and we don't take it off when we do the review video. But I was like, I had to
people are like, does it come with this? I'm like, no, it doesn't. But it can.
Yeah. For a price, it can come. The Bow Bro, but big Bro Pro fans, but they are a little heavier, a little heavier than American Defense mounts. But you always got those options. But American Defense has been pretty good, unless you and a buddy like Justin and I are swapping scopes back and forth, running around. Perfectly fine with American Defense. But
Yep,
they're a good company, and they take care of folks, and that's pretty much where all these thermal companies have gone to. Anyways, is to the American Fence mounts. But I guess also is binos. We didn't grab our binos that we do have. They're not quite ready for their 5640 and their 1280. So I understand they're looking at that's probably going to be more towards the August fall timeframe in their observed binos. They do have the 35-640, which I will need to be putting footage out on the 256 and the 35-640. What I'm so bad about is I have no daytime footage, and that's the only reason I haven't put it out.
Yeah,
it's because I'm a little bit lazy about getting out early in the morning
in the daytime to go look at some deer.
Look at some deer. It's like, and if I do evening, it starts to get a little too dark. So I need to get my butt up in the morning and go run down to the river and go record whitetail running around just to show what the daytime is on the aspect. And we've got all the nighttime footage because it has digital night vision, built-in IR light, laser rangefinder, and thermal, as well as daytime mode. So it has everything
top
in
to
a
bottom,
set of binos.
Everything you can think of. And like Jason said, 25-256, they have the 35-384s and the 35-640s available now. So you can kind of pick where you want to be at. And like I said, they're well worth the money. I mean, we always love running them, especially right now. We're running the 35-640s, and hell, they've got a good image. And
the 256 looks like a 384.
I mean, they're crazy. Impressive.
Yeah, they did pretty well. I mean, I can see a pig across the field, and the digital night vision's definitely been something that's kind of been helpful when we're looking at stuff. We're like, I'm not sure quite what that is. You know what's going on, and you can be able to pop over and say, well, that definitely ain't a deer. It's black as night. You know, there's a big old pig sitting out there.
Yeah, so that's why I like them, especially when we're out pig hunting and they get mingled in with the cows and the deer, and you can say, well, let me make sure, and boom, you can, oh, that's a pig, and switch it back over to the thermal channel and never lose sight of them.
But read the manual before you go out at night.
Shit. Yeah, just know that there are 6 buttons, and they all have 2 different functions.
Yeah, there's multi-function between the buttons. And the other cool thing about it is they have a built-in rangefinder with them as well. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing.
You can range, you continuous range with them, and just the, daytime operations. We had a lot of guys, you're shooting at daytime, looking 200 yards out, and they're like, well, dang, I could use these in the day. I'm like, yeah. I was like, you can record, and that's the one thing that some of these guys are using is they're using it for the daytime function, that they can record their hunts.
Yep.
Or they can Wi-Fi stream the binos to another device,
or tablet,
and be a daytime use, but still transfer it and then have video and audio. So we're going to record their own hunts, whatever it may be. They've got all those options available in those binos, so it's been pretty cool feature for them, and it's something I don't think it gets talked about enough. As like that thing is jam packed.
I think they just get overlooked because they don't realize that. Holy crap! It's got a daytime option. Oh, and I can use it while I'm deer hunting. Oh, even better.
And they're not bulky like most binos.
No, they're actually surprisingly lightweight.
Yeah, they may look a little big, but no, they're not. They're definitely easy to operate, easy to use, and easy to keep on you.
Once you read the manual.
Yeah, you just gotta sit there and play with it.
Well, the first night we went out with them,
well, I mean,
we didn't read the manual.
You get to using it. You just got to know that you have long presses and short presses. A short press is one thing, a long press is something else.
You play with. The more you play with it, the more you get used to it, type of deal.
I mean, I can't play an instrument to save my life, but I can run those binos perfectly fine.
Yeah, I never will play an instrument. That's the thing.
Well, when we first got it, I guess I was trying to put in night mode, and so Jason's like reaching over trying to push the buttons, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, there is.
Hit record, goddammit.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to get footage for these people. These people say we got to get out here and get this footage.
Yeah. Which button is that? Well, there was pigs. Now there's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's about how them conversations go.
It's a good time now.
Oh, but I will go shout out to Matt. That's why I sent you that video.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Matt was running a handheld for us, or our buddy Womble.
Yeah,
and
I was laughing.
Yeah, his buddy. I don't know if we'll post that one. I don't want to embarrass his buddy or whatever, but we all thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
Nathan might sneak it in there and not tell us and just post it on there anyway.
Just let it go. Let it be out there.
Why the fuck you shoot? Matt was chewing his buddy's ass.
That's part of it.
Chewing his buddy's ass out for shooting too early.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. I can't. Jeff could vouch for me there. Him and Reagan.
Yeah, I had to edit your 1280 footage the other day when you went with Cheyenne. I was going through it. I was like, we're going to have to skip over that part.
Yeah, it was that one. Hell, there's some observes. Oh, yeah. I feel bad. After it's all said and done, I'm like, damn. I don't know why I did that. Jeff and Reagan, they could vouch for me. Hell, that coyote was coming in, and And it was still working its way in. And that was when we were first doing the field test with the 1280. And she shot, and oh my God, I lost my mind. Like, what are you doing? And then, a few cuss words started flying. I'm like, after it's all said and done, I was like, oh, damn.
Maybe that's why she doesn't like hunting.
Well, no, you just get tired.
She's picky when I go, or when she goes. She's like, what are we doing? Where are we going? I was like, we're just going to go shoot pigs. It is what it is. But yeah, it's fun. It's like anything else. The more times you go out, the more you get used to it. Type of
Cheyenne got that heavy trigger finger. She'll get to blasted.
That's how you give her the bolt action. She can't cycle through as fast.
You give her the one where she can't see shit.
The AR boy, bam, bam, bam. Hey, relax, Jeff Tarleton. She'll probably miss that point. Yeah, but
give a shout out to Jeff.
Yeah, we'll have to go see that man again.
It's a good thing she's teaching right now.
That's all right.
So
she'll show up Jeff, here beating on the door.
I know, Jeff. We owe you a phone call. I think I saw you call through, but yeah, Jeff Charleston over there, 3C Drop Cattle Company, man.
Yeah,
some of the best American Wagyu ground beef I've ever had. Those burgers were awesome.
Yeah, so if you ever want to get into that, you can definitely give old Jeff a call. He'll get y'all taken care of and set
Thomas
up there.
Wants to get some steaks and
stuff.
Yeah,
what were those steaks that Thomas made?
Picanha cut?
That sounds right.
Yeah. Thomas said they were delicious. Even Sammy doesn't like steak, and she said they were good.
Not a big meat eater.
Yeah, I think I remember him telling me he's going to cook those.
Yeah, we need to go get with him. Go get some more meat.
Yeah, figure it out. Be like, hey, buddy, you let us hunt out here.
I'm gonna go out there. We're gonna go out there and pick the cow. I'm gonna put a bell on it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put my own tag on it. That's mine.
That's right. And then you'll take her down to the butcher shop and all right, see you later. Take her with Hamlet.
Jessica's gonna shed tears. Yeah,
that's all right. Yeah, a Hamlet and the cow can take a trip up there and be
honey baked ham and some Wagyu beef.
That's right.
For Christmas.
All for you. Bring it in the cooler. We'll deliver it to you.
I'm gonna have to hide him when it gets close to the holidays.
All our friends and neighbors go over there licking their lips when they see him.
That's right.
Like, that pig's out here bred is being raised with love.
Oh,
He's got to be tender and juicy. He ain't having to fight for his life out there running around wild.
You don't have that what do you call it, the adrenaline rush. He's not gonna be tough.
Yeah, he's gonna be tough, like that tough meat, like cattle sometimes when they're slaughtered. He's gonna go quickly.
You're horrible.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Pig stays out of the pool.
Well, he's gonna take a bath in there.
Yeah, he'll be in there summertime all with us. I just gotta make sure he's all cleaned up.
He's gonna take a big shit in there, and
we'll all have to evacuate. We'll have to eject out of the pool.
He almost fell in one day. I was watching from inside the house.
You're gonna have to throw him in there and see what he does.
Sink?
No.
He might swim.
I don't know how good he swims.
That day we couldn't find him. Jason goes,
check the pool.
Yeah, and I was like, don't worry, I already did.
If he sunk to the bottom, I said, they don't float till later.
Well, I have to see what he does. I mean, it'd be curious. You have to hop in there and save him.
We have that baby pool for him, and he goes and lays in that, but
he's getting hot pigs. That's the whole thing around this area right now is we're seeing so much traffic with pigs because until it just rained recently in the last 24 hours, they were traveling between stock tank to stock tank. A lot of stock tanks are drying up around here, so we're seeing so much movement on pigs, and it was just kind of haven't had things real consistently. Try to catch them in the right time between they go from crop fields to hitting water sources. Those crop fields don't have water sources. Food, water, shelter, and that's where they're going to. And now they got to find a place to stay cool, so they're going to kind of be sticking around the water. So we got some landowners kind of reaching out to us saying, hey, I think they're kind of back. It's like, yeah, you got that pond that doesn't dry up. They're like, yeah, we do. It's like, yeah, that's what they're going to. So we'll go stick our game cameras out there and go watch for them. So you guys, you want some tips here, summertime hunting for pigs, if you still want to go out there and mess with those nasty things.
Yeah, it does get pretty rough.
Go sit you some cameras on some stock tanks because you'll see them coming into water and wallowing in that water because they have to find a way to cool off. They have to get that mud on them.
They don't sweat.
And they don't have the sweat glands, so they have to find a way to cool off in that. You'll find them in their water sources in there along creeks and rivers and things like that they will not be far away in the summertime. And then I hate this time of year too because then they don't start coming out until 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm losing sleep because I don't know. I'm pretty good. You can't do it, but I can go to sleep for about 3 or 4 hours and get up.
Hell no. That's backwards to me. I can't do that. Once I'm out, I'm out. Don't mess with me till the sun's up. And I can't do. I tried, and I was, damn, this shit sucks. As I say, Jason, he'll go to bed at 10 o'clock, and he'll wake up at 3 or 4, and Go hunt.
Go run. I'll go
I'm
run
like,
out.
dude, I can't do that.
I don't know how he does it either.
Once I'm out, I'm out. I was like, I can, if I don't go to sleep, I'll stay up till whenever.
That's why we might be presented by our sponsor, Hero Lonnie Energy Drinks.
And I can stay up all night, but if you put me to sleep, make me wake up in the middle of the night, good luck. I'm done. I'll fold right there. So
I was like, I get up. I guess there's some years being on call and having to hop up in the middle of the night and go and wake my ass up, and just it's still, which funny. I got a call today. Asked if I was going to show up at the hospital today.
You say, I'll be there in 20.
Hasn't worked out
fucking shit out.
Yeah, I'll be there in 20.
I'll be there in 20 minutes. Send the check. Hey, can you pay this PO real quick? Can you send it to this bank account?
Yeah. Make this check out to this name and this direct deposit here.
Send it right here. Send the check here. I've been there I was like, no, man, I haven't been in San Antonio years. I haven't been down
that would have been a good one. Like, I'll be there in 20. I'd be waiting on you and I'd be all pissed off. Somebody probably would have died.
Block.
But, thinking about that, and when you guys were doing the podcast the other day with Cast and Blast, think about, I used to run this by myself. You used to work full time. I was running the store. Think about how fast things have changed.
Yeah,
when you guys were talking with them, it made me think about that and think about this call today.
We've been popular, and we appreciate all of our customers and all the people that support us, all the people on social media. So we appreciate all of you. We could not have done it without all of y'all. So we do appreciate y'all. Whether you prefer to talk to Justin, Jessica, or nobody has to talk to me.
Sometimes.
Whatever.
Nobody has to talk to me unless they're mad.
Yeah. We talk to Jason.
Let me talk to Jason.
Well,
I was like,
what do you want?
Oh, I'm in trouble now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. I get all the mean people. I get all the mad people about something.
Yeah. Well, I think we better roll. It's 12:20. We got people probably beating on the door.
Wonder where we're at.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Man, that went back
I don't know. We didn't get no calls.
I didn't hear anybody bang on the door yet.
No, so I mean, that's up to you.
We'll be okay. Yeah. Well, we didn't let my wife talk much. That's usually a rarity around here.
Have to get her on another one.
What, you getting quiet with the camera? You say how you don't do the review videos anymore. Well, here you go.
Well, you said that men don't want to hear me talk anymore. But yeah, every time I talk to a guy, they're like, "Oh, you that girl that jumps out the end of the video?" It's like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, now
that's old.
They know what you look like. Now you're like that old school phone sex operator. Now they're gonna start talking dirty to you and shit. They're probably pulling their pants down.
Yeah, they're like, "Can I talk to Jessica?"
But yeah, and it's weird though. If you look through like our old YouTube videos, we need to take some of those down.
Can you tell me it's a 50?
Mm-hmm. And it's a 640. Oh my god.
Hey, men are perverts, Jess. That's why I was like, if you want to be on stuff, you be on stuff. I said, but
men go look at our old TikTok videos. He's got me in like tank tops dancing.
And thank you very much for following us.
Yeah.
If that would increase our followers, I will wear the tank top.
Yeah, it worked. Thanks.
Yeah, years ago he'd have me in these tight tank tops and have me doing dances, and he was like, "We got to get followers." I'm like,
"That's when you used to be fun. Now you're not fun no more."
Will you me get there and dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sit there and shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me.
Oh yeah.
You can get that's what we need to do. If that's the name of the game, baby. When that new store opens, you go ahead. We'll get the halter top on.
We're gonna have to hire Cinnamon.
Do we need to have a pole in the middle of the showroom floor?
Fuck it, that's
whatever. Shit.
Hold on. We gotta. And you know how in them stores, in the bars, they have a bell you ring. I'm gonna have a pole, and I'm just gonna run out. You just hit the button. I'm gonna run out and dance on the pole. Say thank you, sir. We appreciate your business.
Wait, your office is gonna be upstairs. You can just have a pole and come
have a fire pole.
I don't think you want that started, sweetheart. That'd be some young girl need a job.
There you get you get a pole like the old fire pole, and then dude get a.
I'm sorry.
And get a blow up doll and have a tank top on it with Cinnamon on the back and have her fall down the pole.
Oh no, Jason's got. You need to talk to Jason. He's up in the office. Hold on, we're gonna hit the bell. He'll come down the fire pole here.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
to the checkout counter.
We're gonna put your helmet on and fall
we need
down
you
the
downstairs, sir.
That'd be pretty good.
I'll run, hit the pole. I'll fall. That'd be awful.
They'd be like, oh shit, that was supposed to happen.
I would actually pay to see you go down the pole.
I will see what the insurance company says.
Hey, I've got life insurance on you, so we're all good.
Oh my god, you got me freaking crying over here. I don't know what liability. I can go call Brian over here in town and say, hey, what will the insurance?
If I fall off a pole, is this
actually
the insurance company cover us with the fire pole?
I'm your life insurance agent, so we're all good.
We're gonna put it's all right. We're gonna put a slide. We're gonna put a slide in instead.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm gonna have one of them girls. Adult ass man come down this slide.
Yeah, hold
yes,
on.
sir. How can I help you?
Yeah.
with a pillow
In the
landing.
meantime, it's
And nobody gonna take us seriously at all.
like, nah, fuck.
I don't think anybody takes us seriously now.
Whatever,
That
you
is
know.
what it
Have a
is.
look, you gotta
That's
have a little fun with this business. I mean, that's the whole thing. You call us, you know, we'll joke with you if you want to. You know, people sometimes it's just straight business, and that's fine. We'll be straight business with you, but you know, you got a good sense of humor. We'll joke with you and have a good old time. We'll cut up with you because that's just the way we do business. If you come here in person, you get the same thing that you're getting on the phone, and you know, some people are in a rush. Sorry, I'm sitting here like trying to clear myself back up from lying. I'm about to explode up here up top.
Yeah, when someone comes in here and just like picks something, buys it, and walks out, I'm like, you sure don't want to talk about it? You don't have any questions? Kind of weird.
No, I mean, I like those are the best ones. Hell, they'd be like, oh, that one right there. I'm like, you sure you want to take a look at it? No, I'm good. All right, I'm going to grab one on the back.
That's fine with me, but I'm still fine chatting and visiting with folks and
whatever you want,
hearing the
man.
stories and hearing about the 500-pound pig they shot and the 75-pound wolf.
But it's weird when they don't want to talk.
The coy wolf that they got.
And then the mountain lion they seen the other weekend, but the gun jam. I was like, come on, man.
And get any video of it. You know,
Every mountain lion story I've heard is gun jams. Something happens or they miss. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about the other 100 stories I've heard.
But that's all fine too, you know. So new store, we'll have the lounge area. We're going to have a little bar in the corner. So
we'll have to call it the bullshit corner.
Yeah.
See what kind of lies get told there.
We're going to see
Jason's
if we
gonna
can
be king bullshitter.
Yeah. No. We're hiring Doug McClung.
That's right.
Doug's got a place to go, so don't worry, John. We're gonna have Doug's corner set up at the new store.
Yeah,
you sit on Doug. So sit on Doug on over. We're gonna have him propped up at the bar. We don't guarantee that he'll come home sober most days, but that's the way it's.
Nah, we'll take care of old Doug.
Hell, Doug probably might not even drink anymore.
No, he'll be trying to gig fishing trips out of sitting there and take him hunting and let him do whatever he wants, man.
So Doug's our resident.
He's our norm.
Our resident elder.
Yeah, he likes to come by. Hell, it's been a couple days.
Our senior
I talked
citizen.
to him yesterday. He didn't come by yesterday, but we talked to him.
Yeah, he's our senior citizen expert, and him and old Tony Tubby are good buddies, and he likes to come in and give us all the updates on everything. So we don't. Doug come by and visit with us.
Yeah, he gets pissed off during the summertime because a lot of his fields he hunts is
all crop fields.
So he got pissed off and went and bought a boat. So he's gonna start fishing. So
we're not
fishing in the summertime.
He's hiatus. We won't see him for a couple months.
Yeah, he's gonna start fishing, and when winter time comes back around, the crop fields get plowed up. He's gonna start hunting again. So he's gonna make his loops.
So we gotta have Crown Royal at the bar.
2 hoots
on draft.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something.
And then what was it? Somebody said that they wanted. It was Ben said we
Lone
gotta
Star
have Lone Star
Light.
Lone Star Light,
the blue can. You know, that's what he's all about. You know, he's listening, so he heard that. So we're gonna keep it on hand for him.
Then the Dos Equis out there.
Yeah, and then the Ultra. Everybody got to drink the Ultra.
Like people like Ultra, that water with the flavor of beer.
Yeah, it's just I'm guilty. I've drank a few, but it's better than Miller Lite or something like that.
Someone was trying to say margarita machines. I'm like, no, that will be the new place that the Mexican food owner is opening up across town. That's got not across town, across the road from us,
wings,
across the street. I will go there and go get wings and margaritas.
That'll be a fun time.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun town here because we'll have our shop, and then Choose Chops will be next door where he's got all his meat and game process and stuff, and then they'll have wings and margaritas over there. So it'll be just, you just make your way down there. Hell, we might have to start selling corn and UTVs here and deer blinds.
I'm going to put a little cot in the shipping room. Might not make it home most nights.
It's going to be big enough.
Yeah, I was going to say, hell, fuck the cot. I'll just put a twin-size bed in there.
So these old ladies have book clubs. We're gonna have the thermal club. Everybody just come over and hang out, come drink.
That's
everybody
right.
get in a circle and cry about how their wives won't let them out.
We're gonna have to keep a storage room of cots just in case somebody can't make it home. We'll just throw them out. And, all right, you gotta be out by noon or whenever we open. So if we get different hours or something, we'll have to. All right, we'll kick your ass out before noon or 8 o'clock, something like that. No breakfast included. You can go across the street.
Well, the Mexican food truck is right next door, so
yeah, so
he has tacos.
Can you check to see that phone's still working? I don't know if it's still recording.
I doubt it. Maybe.
Don't forget your headphones.
I don't think you have an hour and
I
5 minutes of storage. Do you?
It's still going? Good. That's what makes sure it wasn't like cut off.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate that when we have nobody watching the cameras, guys. Sorry. It's like, it's hard for us to know, if everything's getting recorded. But no, man, it was a fun one. My beautiful wife. Come here. Act like you love me. Hell, we've been married 10 years. You still got the love, right?
That 10-year love.
She was going to come sit in my lap earlier. But no, wife is behind the scenes, so she does pretty much everything that we can do and better, right?
No.
No?
No.
No? You can't do everything we can do better. All right, well, what are you good at?
Apparently nothing, because I get fired like every day.
I haven't fired you yet.
I'm sure that's a lie.
Yeah.
You're fired. Don't come back. All right, you coming back?
Like, hey, can you cut?
I get in trouble every day for something.
That's the name of the game.
No.
Cheyenne would say the same thing.
Just
I'm
answer
always in trouble. I was like,
Just pick up the phone. Just pick up the phone. That's half the problem in personal life. Pick up the phone. So I will say that if you guys are calling and it's a Jessica issue and she doesn't answer the phone and she's at home like trying to get ready to come out to the store, I do have a little robot I turn on and I start saying, "Hey, customer so-and-so called. Hey, can you answer this question real quick?" And she's over here blow drying her hair and I've got the little robot in the house and it's going
running around in there.
It's like one that you use for your pets.
Like to go check on your pets. Yeah, she gets really pissed off. You've been getting real mad that I've used that time or two.
Yeah, I was in the shower one day and he turned it on. And I'm like, in there, like, and I look,
Hey.
I see something in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the hell?
Hey,
I'm like, I'm naked.
Hey, customer so-and-so needs to do a layaway payment. What does he owe? What does he need? What do we need? Hey, hold on. I need some help with this real quick.
I'm like, can you turn the camera around and leave?
Yeah,
outta
Jessica does all of our rentals, our layaways, some of the customer service stuff. Sometimes we hop in on the customer service, but we try to keep it just with Jess so that you're dealing with one person and not a million other people. So we do try to keep it pretty personal when it comes to doing that kind of stuff so nothing gets mixed up. So, yes, you are a pivotal part of this organization. Of course, Jessica owns half. So I can't buy her out or get rid of her. So she will be here forever. Don't leave me.
Yeah.
Oh, and I want to make something clear, too, by the way. Speaking of the eye on the hat or whatever, I am the vet. He's not.
Yes, Jessica is our veteran. Jessica is an Army vet.
We get that a lot.
I was a country kid that went and got a college degree. It was everybody was surprised.
I would say I probably get at least 2 phone calls a day, and they're like, "Hey, tell your husband thanks for his service," and I'm like, "Nope, that was me."
He was servicing college co-eds while you were in the military.
Yeah, while
I'm
you
the vet.
saved lives out here.
I was in the Army. So,
Yes.
Yeah, that is true.
the good branch, but.
Yeah, you did a little bit, and then you got called back, and you've had some
Yes.
fun. She said she'd go back in.
Actually, if I wouldn't have met you, I probably would have gone back in.
Well, go join back up. We need this loan for this new store.
Yeah, see what else we
Get
can
that VA
get. See what else you can get. Go back. I mean, hell, just sign a couple year contract and be done.
You know, they're signed back
I
up.
actually
reserves.
considered, after I got my divorce, I thought about going back in.
Yes, I'm husband number 2.
And I'm wife number 2. So
Yeah, I was gonna say they're even there. I was gonna say you can't. One can't say something about the
If
other.
it don't work the first time, you figure out what you did wrong, and then you get it right the second time.
Yeah,
well,
that's
apparently
what they
there's going to be a
say.
number 3 because you keep threatening it.
Cinnamon. Yeah,
I did not.
Show me the store mascot.
You tell the kids, you want another mommy? You want a younger mommy?
Well, that's when you were like, "Oh, I'm tired," and you were like, "I'm tired of these kids." I'm like, I was like, "Well, we just hire. I'll just have a second.
Have
one.
another mommy and take
she
care of the
takes care of
kids.
the kids, and you and I go run around." I didn't say I wasn't going to take you places. I just get that other
Crazy.
woman in here to go take care of them kids, them crazy kids.
That's a nanny, not a
Our
wife.
oh well, I said au pair. Did you take that as second wife? No,
It's not sister wives.
sister wife situations. I don't know if I could deal with 2 crazy women. I can only deal with 1 at a time. Hell, my stepdaughter drives me crazy enough too, because they'll get together and they'll gang up on me. You got a 25-year-old that thinks that she can boss me around. Yeah, she tries to sit there and lay down the law on all of us.
Well, she's
She's got to get through her bridezilla phase
Yeah,
here.
she's getting married in
September,
September, so she is a little
maybe
crazy.
she'll calm down a little bit. She'll calm down.
That'll get worse. One of the two.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she'll think she's gonna be the boss of everybody running around. Told Thomas, I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you want to get married?"
But they've been together 8 years, so I mean, might as well be married.
Yeah, I remember when he came and asked me, he goes, "Can I take Samantha on a date? Her first date ever, her first real date ever?" And I was like, "Fuck, should have said no." No, Thomas is good. No, Thomas is good. He had been,
But guys don't do that. So the fact that he actually asked you to take her out was actually pretty cool.
Well, I got a story we didn't tell you. We were hunting with Jeff, and my ex-wife. We drove by her house.
You told me that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I told you or not. I was a little sleep deprived.
Yeah, you're pretty tore up.
I was sitting there.
You said you had to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I was sitting there fucking Jones, and I'm like, God damn, that bitch probably out there waiting in the parking lot. Just somehow she knew where I was. She'd be out there at the driveway trying to shoot at me.
That's right. You're gonna shoot your ass.
She's a little crazy. I'm like, God dang. I said, we're not hunting anywhere near any of their properties, are we, Jeff? Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
I was like,
you were
she tried to shoot me before.
I think that did mess with your brain a little bit because I think we cruised at one point on the way home 15 miles an hour. It's like we're doing 60, and then he's just like,
back. It was like 4:30. It was like 4:30 in the morning.
Eyes are still open. I'm like,
I think he was asleep.
And then 20, 25.
Hey,
fuck, 65 again. All right, here we go. And then he's like, oh damn, sorry man, I'm tired. Like, if you drive or something, like I don't mind.
I just plain mustard mayonnaise all the way home. Hell, at some point it was just stay on the road. And
it was kind of impressive.
I had to apologize to everybody. It's like I'm awake, but my foot. Well, the thing is all those country roads you can't hit the cruise control.
Yeah, because they're windy. And then I was like, hey, there ain't no deer out here tonight. Oh shit, there's 20 right there. And he's like, oh, thanks for jinxing us. And then it was pretty interesting.
So
I was like,
I just got to get that Super Cruise working again. Got to get the Hummer back, and then just set it on automatic, and then I keep my eyes open. It'll get us there.
I was like, sorry man. I was like, passenger seat. I tend to fall asleep. He was like, yeah, I caught me a couple naps too. I'm like, I was like, oh shit.
It was like 4:30. I think we pulled in the driveway, and it was like 5 o'clock. I was like, God, the sun's about to come up. So you need to get home.
He was like, I caught a couple naps with you as well. I'm like, God damn it, that ain't good. I was like, and
this is episode 7, right?
Yeah, it's episode 7. So I don't know. We were all tired. We were all tired running around.
Yeah,
they had a full day. So did we. We were running around, but.
Yeah, it was a good time though.
But no, if I've been doing the TV stuff, that's been kind of fun, getting out with our buddies and going out and having a good old time, and trying to shoot behind the scenes kind of stuff. You can always see all the kill footage, but everyone kind of wants to know what does it really happen behind the scenes. So we're trying to kind of give some insight to that and have a little fun with it. And we're going to try to get better about social media and putting some things out there.
Yeah.
We've been putting a lot of the kill footage out. We've got a lot of awesome kills, some crazy stuff, and we put it in review footage, but Nathan's just been telling us like, hey, I was like, I forget about making those short clips to showing people those skills. Like, it just had some crazy stuff.
So people want to see though. People want to see all that stuff. So getting it out there, showing people, hell, they love it, and draws the attention.
Stuff running up on us. I mean,
making fun of you.
At coyote that's sitting there like came out of that pond right there on top of you. I mean, just crazy stuff. I mean, just stuff that happens at night, and you just you forget to post. I mean, hell, your little fox video you shot when you were with Brad.
I forgot about that. He's like 15 yards away, and half of them went on the barn side, and half of them laid over there. I was like, dang, that poor fox.
Well, then the mate just sitting there.
Yeah, just barking at us, pissed off. He was cussing us out the whole time. I was like, should we just shoot him? We'll go back and shoot him when we need him again. So he's still out there somewhere. Well, I can tell you where he's at, but
still the footage of that in 1280. We'll put this video up. I do have it cut to put on the Adder V2 in the 1280. I mean, 1280 resolution. That fox was probably 20 yards from you barking.
Yeah, well, Leslie, he was. Well, we thought they were gonna come out in front of us within 50 yards, but no, they were living in the barn right next to us, and we weren't but 20 yards max from that barn. And thankfully, I was looking that way because they sure would have woke us up. It was about 5:30 in the morning when we called that spot and. Hear that fox bark at you that close, it made your hair on your neck stand up. That sucker was pissed. It's good times like that.
Well, guys, I think we got to beat it to death here, but yeah, lots of new things coming out here. Got that NRA, like I said, NRA just launched a bunch of stuff from some of these companies, so we kind of just gave a little bit of touch on a little bit of everything that was coming out, and then new things going on with us. So exciting stuff that's going to be happening here. I know not everybody's getting out right now. You got a couple people that still hunt kind of in the summertime, but for the most part, we will be ready to go with a new store here hitting in October.
And we will have a grand opening.
Big
grand
party.
opening.
Come on down.
Big party.
Big party. We'll get a live band. I think Pig Band said he would come down for grand opening if he was free. So I was going to try to work with him on his schedule. We'll talk to him next month and see.
And manufacturers want to be here
and then
too.
all of our manufacturers come in, maybe do some big discounts, in person stuff. Have a little fun with that as well.
Yeah,
and we'll see what band we get to come over and come perform for us. We get some old fogies, or we get some of the young
West
guys.
Travis.
That'd be the young guys.
Yeah, we'll get George straight. We'll call him up.
Yeah,
give him a thermal. How much you want, bro?
Well, apparently Mark Chestnut would play for anybody.
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'd rather not.
We watched him play in front of 20 people. Oh, we didn't watch.
I think we can get somebody good that'll draw a crowd in as well. Hell, we'll have 500 people out there in Holland, Texas.
But that wasn't his fault. I think that was
Joe Diffie's dead. Damn, I would have had Joe Diffie. Looked just like your dad.
Yeah, that's
right. I thought your dad was up on stage. We gotta go find Joe Diffie. Go find someone back from the 90s.
But no, we'll have to figure somebody out.
Yeah, we'll get somebody kind of good. Yeah. We'll go have a little concert out there, do the whole grand opening. We'll have a great time, and we're super excited. And it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. And we're gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff and bringing some people here on podcast, and then of course doing stuff with TV, and then, of course, doing our review video show. Justin and I are going to be getting after it. There's raining right now, so we're taking advantage of some of this time right now and doing some podcasts, doing some social media things. But then once this rain's done, we are going to be up late. So if you call us all here next week and we sound a little tired, that is what is going on. We are trying to get as much field test footage as we can and bringing that to you guys so you can see what these optics are going to do and what they're going to look like. We do have one that's in secret that we're field testing that we smuggled in. And so we're going to be running that one behind the scenes until they tell us we can officially release some of that footage. But this Rattler V3 is going to be our big focus for us, getting that and then at Taipan 320 that we're going to get next week, we'll get footage with it so everybody kind of knows what to expect.
And as things come in, we'll be posting it, that it's available.
Yeah, just keep up to date on the social media, the website. Give us a call, check in once a week, and give you a little bit better status update on when these new things are going to be coming in, and different items that have been sold out from the manufacturer on updates on when we'll have that product back in stock. So just keep an eye out.
The one thing I see people do, which I don't think we could ever do, is I see people do like this live inside their store. I don't know how people do that. Do you ever see that? Like people in like bow shops or like gun shops, like they keep it like live while they're like conducting business.
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing. I see a lot of it with restaurant cooks.
Really?
People have it like a camera watching over the dude cooking, and he interacts with it and stuff.
You better keep his hands clean.
Well, all of us are just going to be cussing.
Yeah.
Fuck this, fuck that.
And there'd be witnesses for me getting fired at least twice a day.
Yeah, oh shit, Jessica got fired again, damn it. I said, don't call customer service. Damn,
it'd be a lot of HR violations too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sexual harassment in this place.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Oh, but no, guys, no, we like to have a lot of fun and try to keep these things kind of light. Our reviews are pretty much clear cut here. Here's brass tacks. Here's field test footage. You like that format? Perfect. Fertile Texas Outdoors YouTube channel. Otherwise, if you want a little more personal feel here and get to know us a little bit better,
just give us a call. You're gonna,
not a personal feel.
Yeah, don't come. You can come
I don't know. Depends on what you're buying.
Yeah, well, how much money you got? Depends on what I'll let you fill it up on. Yeah. But no, always check us out, man.
No, pimping me out, not you. Shit, I didn't say right. No, me. Me.
Yeah,
not you, sweetheart.
Fill up on. Just make sure he's.
My name's not Cinnamon. Apparently,
you can be my pimp. You can be my pimp.
Yeah, just say, I want you in that poncho shirt today. I'm gonna come in and buy a 1280. I want to fill your chest.
Hey, somebody hurt my feelings that you got that fat guy that's in the poncho shirt.
He didn't say fat.
Okay.
The chubby.
Yeah.
No, he said, is your husband the one that wears the poncho shirts? Because I wear the same poncho shirt.
Hey, this is an Academy special Magellan shirt today.
Yeah, he ran out of ponchos.
Yeah, I went and bought 3 Burlebo the other day.
Yeah. And
the Texas company.
So we're still working on converting them to the coup, but he's refusing.
Hey, I just wore out all my Diamondback camo, guys.
Yeah,
I need to give those boys a shout out. I just wore theirs the last 2 days.
The old Diamondback camo, they're good dudes. I think they're up there in the DFW area. They got some collared button-down shirts. They got the fishing hooded shirt. I think they got some short sleeves.
Maybe if I blend in, rattlesnakes leave me alone.
When Jason put his on the other day, I was like, looking at it. I was like, that looks like a snake. He's like,
the old Diamondback camo. That's what it is. But all the new items coming out. Just be sure to keep up to date on the website. Give us a call. Check out the social media pages. But be sure to check out the podcast, the Hunting After Dark podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And check us out on the website at huntingafterdarkpodcast.com. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.